For the day, I don't care about after. 'Cause in the end, it really doesn't matter. Today begins my happy ever after. Happy ever after. Happy ever after. Happy ever after. Whoa.
Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. What's good? Word to Vito Bam Bam from the hood. All this money I spend, yeah, I should spend it all and still be good. Most of you clowns know you can't relate. Grass cut to stay away from the snakes. These days they ones turn to be fake. Black diamonds across my breastplate. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. I set the pace, spend it, get it right back. What you see is what you get, that's a fact. If you ain't my friend, then don't try and act. You wasn't when I was down, so stay back. From a key sport to the A, in the hood I was raised. The streets of Bouquet and Sir Galahad way. From the snow to the clay, no matter what we find a way. And you know we don't play. Having nothing and we still turning into something. 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 Sleep into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Sleep. Yeah. Black diamonds across my breastplate. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. From the keyboard to the A.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. There's blood in my veins. Feel in the pain. Blood in my veins. Feel in the pain. Wanna tell you a story of me. Tell you about my life before a street called Queen. See, I've been going through since a very little girl. Born at the bottom with a tattered old soul. I've been down. The valley low won't hold me down. And you ain't seen what happened to me when darkness falls. Demons will creep. There's blood in my veins. Feeling the pain. Can't come out into the sunlight. 'Cause it never ceases to rain on me. blood in my veins, feel in my veins. You come out into the sunlight, 'cause it never seems to rain on me. Do you hear me now? I'm singing my song. Tell you about the things that been done wrong. Gonna expose sin, laying at the cross. Down on my knees, Lord, help me please. I've been down. The valley low won't hold me down. Just a little girl with a tatted old soul. Hey guys, what's up? It is Friday, and you already know what time it is. It's the Friday Finesse. Yes, 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 Friday, and it's the Friday Finesse. I know they're gonna rhyme a little bit, don't they? But let's just jump right in. Let's just jump right in. So what we're gonna do is tonight we have two individuals who are definitely authors, but we have one gentleman who is an author of literary works. And then we have another gentleman who is a creative. He's an author of music, but he's author also someone who works with. I don't want to say I hate saying charitable organizations because you just get into so many things. But he's a philanthropist, if you will. He's a philanthropist. And so without further ado, what I want to do is I want to bring to the stage first Mr. Shawn Starling. And so Shawn is a native of Richmond, Virginia. Shout out to Richmond. Y'all know that's where I live currently. And so he has a spectacular story. And so what I'm going to do today is I want Shawn to come out and we're going to talk about his story and how he went from where he was to an author. Hi, Shawn. How are you?
I'm good. There I go. What's happening? What's happening? Can you hear me good?
Not too much. Talk to us a little bit about yourself. Uh-huh.
That's better. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. Yeah, I was telling you. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Tell us about
Oh, okay,
yourself.
okay. Um, let's see. Where do I start? Um, how old am I now? 30. I'm about to be 39 next month. Streets, everyday hustler. Always been a hustler. Ended up getting caught. Got railroaded. I like to say I got railroaded, but for the most part, if I went out there, I wouldn't have got caught. So ended up doing 10 years on my first charge of in my life. Not even a parking ticket, not a speeding ticket, nothing. First charge of my life, I did 10 years federal prison. Yeah. So that's
Mm.
that's where the journey as an author begun. I kind of
Okay.
used I was inside. Yeah. So it started off as just me writing down my thoughts. And them thoughts ended up turning into stories. So if you read any of my books, you'll see that most of them are like a reflection of a particular time in my life. It was
Okay.
based on people around me or myself. I even got a book about, my experience coming home after 10 years and just some of the things I struggled with. So
Mm.
just a little bit more about me. I got this beautiful woman in my life. Right now, I'm just living the dream, man. I ain't got no complaints. No complaints at
Okay.
all.
Okay. Okay. So Shawn, talk to us about some of your works though, because what I love about you is that you have a purpose for your writing. And I love the fact that your purpose is not to
Right.
glorify a life of crime. Your purpose is to expose yourself to the world and make yourself vulnerable so that people understand that it's okay to
Exactly.
have a past, but you don't have to live in it. So talk to us a little bit about
Exactly.
your works.
Uh, the first book I recognized real. got a copy of it. Yeah, it was called Real Recognize Real. Can't remember. And this book is about my teen years. It's fiction, but it's based off my teen years of the
Okay.
people, and it has a lot to do with identity and the lack of identity that most of us struggle with when we're growing up in
Mm.
the urban communities. We don't really know the the extent of how far we can go because we only thing we see is what's in front of us. No, so no matter your potential, a lot of in positions where you just following what's going on right around you, and you think that's all in the world, and that's what that character in the book
Mhm.
basically. That's what he did. That's what happened to him, and that's what happened to me in real
Okay.
life. I always been pretty smart, and I remember times in my life where I hid my intelligence because I thought it wasn't cool to be intelligent.
Yeah.
So, and real recognize real is it's
Mm.
about recognizing what's real in front of you as well as what's real in yourself. The character name is real, actually. So it's about him recognizing himself and the things he had to go through before he could do that.
Okay. Okay. Shawn, I don't have to ask you where you got your motivation. I don't have to ask you, too much about the downside of things. And I want to expose this, guys. One of the things about is consulting time is that I open this platform for individuals to tell their story. But if you notice, we don't dwell on the negatives. We talk about the obstacles and we talk
Mm-hmm.
about the obstacles because we
Right.
want people to understand that we do go through some things. But you will never come here and find out that your story gonna go viral because of the negatives, because that's not what we're here for. What I
Right.
love about you,
Right.
Shawn, is that you are showing people that it's okay to be smart. And I think that's necessary right
Yeah.
now with the
Right.
climate of these
Yeah.
United States of
Yes,
America.
ma'am.
Baby, it has been normalized to be ignorant.
Uh-huh.
So I'm glad we got
Yeah.
some melanated gentlemen out here that smart, qualified, and fit to be doing what they're doing. So, Shawn, kudos to you. Now, Shawn, what I want you to
That's a
do
fact.
is walk us through your process, though. Walk us through your process of like, how do you even begin to write?
Well, I got an advantage because like the first 6 or 7 books I wrote in prison
Mhm.
and I never published them. I just left them. I mailed them home to my mom. She put them up for me. And when I came home, I typed them. It was all handwritten work. And I mailed it to her. And when I came home, all I had to do was really type. So that was a
Okay.
simpler process. When you out here, the world move kind of fast, you get distracted. So the process just I know COVID set me down
Okay.
when I wrote a whole book during that time between February and April because it
Okay.
just wasn't
Okay.
nothing going on. And for the first time in my life, I could really just sit and be calm and concentrate. So I wrote The Hot
Wow.
Cement at that time. But the process
Okay.
is different out here, compared to in there. You got a lot of time on your hand out there. Out here, you just got to make time. And my thing is, I don't like to force anything. I like it to come to me. So, man, I might write 3 paragraphs and leave it for when the story done, it's done. You know, come back to it, write 3 more
Okay.
paragraphs. Or I might write 3 chapters. It just depends on what's going on at that time and how motivated I am. But I don't force anything because I want the story to be authentic. I want it to be genuine. I want to touch people when they read it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. You know, I always wonder how people are able to sit there because I could just see myself writing about my life And there's a point where you really have to take yourself back to that place. So,
Yeah,
Shawn, when it
you
gets
gotta
to the
relive
point
it.
where you're writing and you got to take yourself to that place, how do you deal with that?
Well, well, for real, recognized real. That was kind of like a 5 book series. It was fun going back to that place because I was locked up and I was looking for an escape. Now everything that came after that is kind of
Mm,
like I'm recording what's going on in front of me, even though it's fiction. The foundation of it is what's going on in front of me. And I like to write about family a lot. I don't know. That's like one of my things that I noticed.
mm.
I didn't notice that at first, but then when I started looking back at all my work, I started noticing that I like to write about family, like because just family struggles, especially the black family
Absolutely.
struggles. Some of the things we
Absolutely.
struggle with. So it's just a recording process. Honestly,
Heck
it's
yeah.
not me going back. It's almost like writing a
Abs-
diary, kind of, or journal. Diary more for girls, but kind of like a journal. Just me recording what's going on in the world. I pay attention to
Okay.
everything. Like I don't miss nothing.
Look, I understand, honey. Huh. Same way. I'm like, I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna catch it all. So, Shawn,
Yeah.
tell everybody where they can find books and also where they can find you on social media if they want to just connect and kind of talk about your works.
I'm on Facebook, Shawn Starling. That's Starling, Starling. I noticed you had Sterling up there. It's all love though. But just so people know, it's
Ah,
Starli.
got it, got it. You
And
know
on
what? Let me
Instagram, I
make sure.
am Shawn
Oh
Starling.
yeah, it's up there. It's up there. It's right. There you go. There y'all go.
All right.
SHAWNSTAR. There you go, baby.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah. So yeah, you would definitely find. Just
Got
look
it.
me up. I'm on Instagram. Both. Both of them. I am Shawn Starling on Instagram and Shawn Starling on Facebook.
Well, and Shawn, also, what I want you to do is talk to the people, just free form. Talk to the people about the importance, though, of writing and getting your thoughts out.
Well, I know what's important to me. It's definitely a cleansing almost sometimes. Like it's just one of them
Mm,
things.
okay.
Like it's a stress reliever if you really like it. But as far as other people, I won't ever tell people what's good for them. But I will tell them find a way to express themselves. If writing isn't your way of expressing yourself, do video, whatever it takes, to just get your thoughts out your head. Because I think it's dangerous to hold on to your thoughts.
Absolutely. Shawn,
For
you are
real.
absolutely right.
Yeah, writing kind of saved me, man, definitely. Because I was in a real dark place, especially when I first got locked up. I was bitter. I was mad at the world. I blamed
Mhm.
everybody except myself. So, because as long as you, especially when you're writing fiction, because you're developing different characters and you start seeing yourself in other
In
characters,
those
you don't have no
Mhm.
room to lie to yourself. You got to be honest. So I just found myself in battles and all the time, just with no choice but to be honest with myself, no matter what the situation was, and just having to man up.
You just
And I
I
have
hope
a
you
lot of good
know.
people around me, so I was lucky.
But I hope you know you just spoke volumes. You just spoke volumes. You preached a sermon without
Yeah.
even doing so. I love the fact, and I must go back to the beginning. Shawn, the first thing you said that everybody needs to hear is that one of the things I remember you saying is if you hadn't have been out there though, you wouldn't have went down this
Mm-hmm.
road. You didn't say
Right.
no matter what the double standard is, because we know there's a double standard. So we're not
Mm-hmm.
negating the double standard. But I'm so glad you acknowledge the fact that If you hadn't have been doing a certain thing, this wouldn't have happened. And the reason I'm glad you acknowledge that is because I'm gonna be honest with you. A huge part of the reason we are where we are today is because so many people, the first thing they do is they get in trouble. Oh, the man got me. Well, if you didn't have to go in front of the man, he wouldn't be able to get you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So I appreciate you for being transparent. And that tells me right there, you are very, very, very intellectual. You're very intelligent. And don't ever hide it again, which you're not because you're writing. And that's major. And one of the reasons I
Yeah.
asked you to
Yeah.
the importance of writing is because, you know, a lot of our babies coming behind us cannot read and write. They can't read and write.
Mm,
You know, I taught high school and kids, how the hell did you get to 12th grade and your ass can't read and write?
damn.
But let's back up. So
That's
Shawn, Shawn, really and
I
truly,
can't
shout out.
blame them. I mean, it's somewhere before them. That responsibility falls on whoever came before them. It's hard to, but I
Absolutely.
do know at some point you just gotta make it and hey, look, I'm gonna do right for me no matter who's standing in
Yes.
my corner. You
Yes. 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 Yes.
know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Shawn, look, let me tell you something. We definitely will connect. Shawn, we're gonna support you. Definitely want to support, want to read your books. Um, how can we gain access to your books? Do we need to go on Amazon? What do we need to do?
But the ebooks are on Amazon. You can look, and I'm Sean Starling on Amazon too. You can type in Sean Starling, the
Okay,
author. All the
okay,
books will
okay,
come up on Amazon.
okay. Perfect, perfect.
Paperbacks, if you still like books, most of them on my website, which is
Okay.
sspublications.bigcartel.com.
Mhm.
And that's
Okay, okay,
basically I control all that. I ship all that. Most of the books come signed.
okay.
Yeah, I meet people in the streets. I'm still old school. I'm still out the trunk.
That's what I'm saying. We gonna get some hardback books. We gonna get your book. Yeah, that's how we gonna do it. That's how we gonna do it. But Shawn, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Shout out to RVA. Shout out to
already.
Mosby Court and how you just transitioned and came all the way through the ranks.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much for being with me tonight. And anytime, if there's anything we can do for you, please let us know.
I just hey, and check out my clothing line too. This Energy of Pearl. Tap into your inner God. This is another motivational move I just made. I launched it about 2 weeks
Okay.
ago. Just trying to motivate people to find the greatness within themselves and take advantage of it, man. I call it monetize your greatness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, Shawn, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And once again, we support you. We
Hey, I
salute you.
appreciate you.
Oh, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Look, I be having people up on here from everywhere else. I gotta have them on from the Cap City and VA, baby. What's up?
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Thank you again. And we definitely hope you have a wonderful, awesome evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye. So, guys, that was author Shawn Starling, and you can definitely look him up. Just type his name in Shawn. That's SHAWN. Last name Starling. That's STARLIN as in Nancy G. And definitely look for all of his books. Now, we're going to take a break, let you listen to some music, because this next gentleman coming on, y'all, I don't know how I'm about to get through this, because this thing is a comedian. So let me get my life together. I think he got a drink. I might need to get me a drink because we about to rock it out. So let me play a little bit of music for y'all. I want y'all to listen to his music, and then we'll be right back.
Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Having nothing and we still turning it to something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Into something. Into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. What's good? Word to Vito Bam Bam from the hood. All this money I spend, yeah, I should spend it all and still be good. Most of you clowns know you can't relate. Grass cut to stay away from the snakes. These days they ones turn to be fake. Black diamonds across my breastplate. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Having nothing and we still turning into something.
Alright, so y'all am some. Having nothing and we still turning into something. Yeah, he got me a little lit over here in the flesh. I can't say I'm in the spirit because that song is not in the spirit. That song was in the whole flesh. So I ain't gonna even take it there. All right. So Almighty All Stars Entertainment has been in the shadows since 2009. Okay. And they needed a foundation to build from, and Mo Leg was the perfect fit. Now, it's interesting that he was the perfect fit for this entertainment company because he's actually fit. He's fit. He's physically fit. Because why? This gentleman, Mr. Maurice Leggett, was a football player, a professional football player. And so let me just bring him out. All right, ladies, let me explain something right now. He is taken, so don't come on here acting crazy. Don't come on here acting crazy because y'all was acting crazy over the flyer. What up, Maurice? Look, I got you straight.
You caught me off guard. You know, I just finished my glass, so it's all good.
Oh, I know you did. And I wanted them to see you taking their last sip. But look, you see, I had to put that disclaimer out there. I'm like, look, don't come on here saying nothing crazy. All right, Mo, let's rock it out. Tell everybody who you are and what you got going on.
I'm Maurice Leggett, aka Mo Leg. I'm from McKeesport, Pennsylvania. Moved down here to Atlanta, Southside, Clayton County. Went to Mount Zion High School down here.
Hallelujah.
And I went to Valdosta State, played football. I was always into music. McKeesport had, one of the great producers in Death Row. So we always, had our coattails on that. And I didn't know anything about music then, but my mom was into it in the band, and I ended up being in the choir in high school and in college at Valdosta State. You ain't gonna get me to sing. That's it. That's a privilege. That's a privilege.
And I was about to try. I was about to try. Like, I
had to do it. That's why I had to do it. No lie though. I did a solo in college for school, and I fell off the stage, passed straight out. You know, they had the whole football team in there. I was nervous. You know how it was just like something off the movie where you over there, you just like nervous already. Your nerves going already, and then next thing you know, you hear that door. When everybody get quiet, you hear that door just smack and close shut, and then you see the whole football team front row. That made it even worse. And we're some clowns. We love to have some fun and pick at each other. So that was it. I said no more solos after that.
And look, I would have been like that, mama. You better sing, baby.
I know. Mm-hmm. But I ended up going to the NFL. I dedicated my life to football. So my recruit visit, there was this one dude, big guy. He was like 340 pounds. And he was like, oh, man, just introducing himself. And I was like, hey, man, my name Maurice Leg. I'm going to the NFL. I don't know about y'all. They just looked at me like I was crazy. Everybody thought I was crazy when I said I'm going to the NFL. I don't care about nothing else. You know, they was like, what's your plan B? I said, I ain't got one. So, And my method is, if I have a plan B, then I'm not going to put everything in plan A.
Okay.
Because if
And
I
you
don't
know
put
what?
everything
That has worked.
you won't have the same work ethic. If this is all you got, you're not going to put the same work ethic in. And that's how I was just, driving myself on top of the people that saying that I couldn't do anything and stuff like that. Like even my own coaches. So from high school was bad. So I love music, and that's what got me here. So like where I'm in this position at right now, football and music. But I'm grinding hard. I already know football's at the end, so we just gonna keep rocking it out on music.
So let me ask you this. Do you find that you have to practice and prepare yourself just as much for music, if not more, than you did with football?
Yes, like you're just not gonna just take a couple of days off and then go back. You're gonna lose it. I used to play the piano. If I didn't leave early for college, I would have a minor in piano and in voice. But I went to football, so all of my attention went to that. So I lost it. I used to be able to write paragraphs in Spanish, but I didn't have anyone to speak Spanish to.
Wow.
So I ended up like, I was digressing, and I wasn't getting better at my craft at that. And me being young, no guidance, no one to mentor me, I had to actually learn from experience and learn how to manage my time. And what I realized, like even today, when people say they don't have time, I feel like that's complete BS. That's complete BS. Because if you don't have time, you got to schedule it. I don't even have time for myself. You have to schedule that me time, like as if it's a meeting.
Run that back. Say that one more time.
If you don't have the time, you have to schedule it as if it's a meeting. Because if you don't do that, then you won't have time. You're not balancing life into which your goals that you're trying to achieve, and that can be stressful and cause mental health issues.
Baby, you don't want to talk about mental health. I deal with those all day long.
I play football, so you know it.
Baby, we not going there tonight.
Exactly.
That's gonna be another episode. And we dealing with a whole lot of mental health issues on this television right now. So I don't even want to go there. Maurice, let me be real petty. Shout out to Clayton County. Cause baby, if anybody would have told me in 2020 that ATL and Philly gonna be the deciding factor in our future, baby. Huh. Okay, I'm back.
I know it.
I'm sorry.
That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do, because when people think when they like you're from Clayton County, they do like this. Look at you.
Baby, you know something? You know what's so funny? Let's just go there. You know what I hate, and I'm pretty sure you experienced this. I hate when your own people do that to you.
Oh yeah, it happens to me all the time. I'm from a place called McKeesport in Pennsylvania. It's always in the top 5 in crime every year, and I'm not just talking about the state. I'm talking about the country. It's always in the top 5.
Okay.
Crime and violence. And I had former teammates that's from the Pittsburgh area, and I'm like, man, like in the off season, I'm like, yo, come to my grandmother's house. That's where I go all the time. So like, come to my grandmother's house. And he's like, man, I'm not stepping foot over the bridge. I'm like, man, it's not how people think it is. I'll guide you in. Make sure you're safe. They're like, I don't care. Like, that's the reputation that it had when I was there, even to this day. And then when I moved down here and go to the Clayton County, it was just as bad. And then you're turning around and people frowning up on you. So a lot of the things that I do in the community are, to rebuild where I came from.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let's talk about football though. We're gonna talk about the music, but let's talk about football. Now, first of all, what position?
I played everything really, but I played defensive back,
Okay.
linebacker, and I was a returner too. I returned the ball.
See, you
I,
can't judge a book by its cover because I was gonna say something totally different, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay.
look for me. Look, if I touch the ball, I'm pretty much down to scoring. Like I got to score with the ball. I got to score with the ball. I had the ball in my hands on defense so much people thought I played offense.
That's but I really that's what I thought. I did think you play offense. So it's so funny because what I do with athletes. So my mom, 82 years old. She know every sport. For real. I always tell her mom, the Redskins your favorite team. You need to be their coach because clearly, matter of fact, come coach my team because Dallas getting on my damn nerves. So and so I always would be like, Mom, look at this person. What position do you think they would play? And she always, well, this. And she look at your build and stuff. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna know some. I'm gonna know some. But nah, she does always say, you nowadays for real, you really never know because so many players are interchangeable and they are all over the place, especially the young kids. Like they learn, they're learning different positions. So it's really cool. But the transition though into playing ball from high school to college to pro ball, what was it like?
Uh, like for me, my transition and everything that was going on in my life, it made me grind a lot harder. So, like even in high school, I had some personal issues at home that like made me jump in and out of homes. People didn't know what was going on, and I have like a couple people that knew what was going on because I stayed with them. They helped me, put clothes on my back and all that stuff like that. People don't know I had my mouth wired shut the same year Kanye dropped his song Through the Wire. Like I was actually like I would say like a week later, um, I was in the ER getting my mouth wired shut and stuff like that, and then I had to run track at the same time. So
Whoa,
I went
you
from
couldn't
two
breathe.
I went from 200 pounds to 155 in that time span to go to college for football, and then I also had a football coach that um, from McKee Sport had personal issues, so I would either be late for practice because I didn't have a ride, or I didn't go to practice because I didn't have a ride. The next day, like bye, 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 and then you gotta have somebody own up to me because they see the potential and teammates fighting for me. And this same coach, he limited me. Like scouts would come to me. He was like, I was rough around the edges. I was one of those hood kids that didn't want to do the work, and I was so accustomed to like, hey, I'm a star player. I ain't got to do no work. So, and
Um,
I got kicked off the basketball team and swim team the same year, and the football team during our playoff run. And when scouts started coming, the coach was like, he dumb. Like that, he won't even make it to JUCO. And I had teachers. I had an English teacher my senior year and said, I don't think he would make it a semester to in college. So
wow.
that drove me even more. So when I actually got a visit to Valdosta State, one of the defensive coordinator comes, picks me up, drives me back. I get there. I'm meeting other recruits. I'm like, my name Maurice Lake, and I'm going to the NFL. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, I'm here to win championships, and I'm going to the NFL. That's exactly what I said. And we still, like, my close friends from school, we still talk about it to this day. And they're like, man, kids gonna be kids. I don't smoke, but everybody else was smoking around. They like,
I know that's right. Everybody be
you're crazy.
thinking you abnormal because
They just said,
you
hey, like,
smoke.
man, you crazy. They like, nah, they were smoking, and then how when people smoke, they just talk about crazy stuff. I was like, man, I'm going to the NFL. What's up? Like, what y'all on? And they like, man, you crazy, you crazy. They never thought of, a kid like me from school, would go there. And when I was actually like, I put the work in. I always put the work in. I wasn't the best student, I wasn't the best student, and I wasn't there for school. Like, I have my own views about school. The things I wanted to do didn't require me to graduate, so I left school early. I left it a semester early. I didn't put my last semester there. I didn't even put the work ethic in the classroom because I said, this is what I'm doing. I have to go all out. And that's what I have to do. Yeah. And I'm not saying everybody should take that same path. Not everyone has the same career path as me, but that's what I wanted to do. And I've always been a find a way guy. I'm gonna figure it out when it happens. When we cross that bridge, I'm gonna figure it out.
Hello, somebody.
So I struggled to stay eligible for school because I just put everything in. I used to get in trouble for skipping class to go in the weight room and work out and watch extra film. And people were like, man, you crazy. You know, most people skip classes to get some extra rest. I wasn't doing that. I'm trying to get further to my goal. We had a coaching change my last year. I'm going into my last year of school, and it's a coaching change. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't buying into the new program. It wasn't even a new program. It was just a coach got promoted once the head guy left, and I was just like, I was attached, and that's when I realized that this game was. That's when, and I was like, nah, like I got to have it my way, or I'm going somewhere else. I'll sit out a year. I still got a good year in me. I graduated high school at 17, so I was good. I'm good. Like, yeah. And even the old coaches, they called me and they was just like talking to me. I wasn't hearing it. Like, I was like, all right, whatever. I ended up thinking about it and stuff like that. And for me, my ego helped me because I didn't want to sit out because I always felt like I was the best. I had the attitude. And I ended up, making a dumb decision going into the playoffs and getting arrested. And then I was like, at first I was just on top of the world. And then next thing you know, it's just all taken away from me. And then when I get out of jail, I have to go see the coaches, athletic director and everything. But when I get to the office and I see NFL scouts there, and I'm like, oh yeah, we understand. And like, that's when I knew I had to turn it up even more. Yeah. Like, everyone was saying that I couldn't do it and stuff like that. Even on my scouting report, I'm 6 foot, 190 pounds, and they're saying I'm not big enough, not strong enough. And I'm like, well, I was above average in the strength department. I ran a 4.27, and I wasn't fast enough to them. So, they're always going to have their negative thoughts. Like, but nobody was faster than me. And I did all that stuff with minor injuries, nagging injuries that nobody knew about. So my hamstring was partially torn off my bone when I ran my 40. So I'm like, yo, like, what else I gotta do? What else I gotta do?
It's no other way you can say it. You were blessed. You were destined. And when you kept speaking, and see, this is the thing. And let's just take it there. You can say all day, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But faith and speaking things into existence without works is dead. So you spoke it, but you also worked to get there. And so, Maurice, for real, like, you did what you had to do. You did what you had to do, and he did the rest. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I swear you, my little brother on the low, because I'm trying to tell you, when the children tell you you're not capable, when the children tell you you don't measure up, and you get that fight and you go for it, and you know what be so funny? What I love, and I think you probably experienced this, what I love is when people be like, well, how you get there?
Mm-hmm. They happen all the time.
See, I used to speak curse to them. I used to speak curse because, see, I speak 3 languages. I speak commoner's language, I speak Ebonic, and I speak curse. And depending on how you catch me, you might get all 3. So
I got 2 languages.
The commoner's language too.
I got 2 languages. I'm gonna kill them with kindness and show them that I'm gonna keep doing it just because guess what? You build a fan base off the hate too. So hey, if you're a dude, you keep messing with me if you want to. I'm gonna have your girl hurt your feelings. So
You know what? Yes.
I'm making your girl hurt your feelings. I ain't even gotta touch your girl. I ain't gotta talk to her, none of that. I had your girl hurt your feelings. I'll be her screensaver and you gonna be hurt.
I'm sick of you. 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 So are you still playing football now?
I'm actually with the Columbus Lions down here in Georgia, in Columbus, Georgia. I'm gonna finish out my career football there just to learn the management and ownership part, because I'm gonna end up owning an arena team once I'm done. When it's all said and done, I'm gonna do it and own it. You know, own me a team. Hopefully here in Atlanta. Hopefully we have a great fan base for it.
You have to. Oh my God, Mo, you have to.
The last time it happened, it wasn't like the fan base wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the Georgia Force. So
you have to. You have to. You know, it's so funny. Now that you say that, I really don't hear you right. You know, we had arena teams here, but the further you go up, you hear more arena teams. But definitely, that would be.
The whole thing is you still have your checks and balances, because it's harder for arena teams to flourish if there are higher level teams in the same city, such as the NFL. There's NBA, so now like it's all a business and the schematics of scheduling and everything like that.
Okay.
And if you don't have the proper scheduling and scheme of things and logistics, then it's not going to flourish. And so it doesn't matter, because you know, February to August, what's really happening? Basketball. You know,
that's true. That's
basketball.
True.
So now you have to build everything around it. Money comes involved. Who's really going to spend the money? And who are the players that are marketable? I played in the CFL. The CFL is stuck in the same little. They're stuck. They're stuck right now because their marketing is piss poor. It's an amazing product. It's an amazing league. Like there's nothing.
Absolutely.
But when they actually do the marketing, they're using the wrong guys to market. Like the only people they do is just the offensive players or the loud mouths and stuff like that. We all know that the quarterbacks are always going to be the market one. So, but they miss out on.
They can't do it by themselves.
They miss out on all the things. You got the offensive linemen that have the swag, defensive linemen that have the swag, linebackers, not the loud mouths, not the ones that talk all the time. We talking about the ones that actually are doing
the thing.
Doing the thing, and they killing with with silence. But we all know, like, you're not getting the big marketing deals when you're quiet. Just like Kawhi Leonard, he has a New Balance one, but he can have so much more if he actually talk crazy. But that's one thing why I respect him, because he is being himself. He's not selling.
I was just about to say that. Mo, I get so sick and tired. That's one of my struggles with reality TV. I always tell people, if I have a reality TV show, it's going to be reality, meaning there's going to be a camera right there in their corner and right there.
I can't be on the camera.
And you're going to really see what be going on in my house. Because this is my thing. You know what my thing is? I always tell people, these are the 3 things you never see on reality TV. And it's about to get graphic. So if y'all don't like it, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You never hear a person fart, shit, or throw up unless they got a hangover or something crazy. You never see, just think about it. Now, if it's really reality, people gonna get sick. People gonna have a bad day. Cause I'm trying to, baby, if I had a reality, baby, cause my crew, we got this joint called OABs, and I don't nobody know what it is, but we got this joint called OABs, and I'm trying to tell you, if people really knew, we can go from having a praise break to having a session about data analysis and research methods to talking all kinds of foolishness Yeah, and it get real. It get really real. And I was telling them the other day, I said, we need somebody to record this because this is reality. To me, reality TV is staged reality. No, I need you to see how I really live. I need you to understand, like you said, this is not a game. This is who I am. This is what I do. And I think that's why I respect you and I love your grind because this is not just what you do, it's who you are. And because of who you are, and because of whose you are, and because of who you have aligned yourself with to make these things happen, this is what you can do. And nobody understands that. But I'm with you. So Almighty All Stars, Almighty. I feel that. I feel that. But how did you get there? What is that all about?
Oh man. Shout out to my football team, VSU. We was down in Valdosta. I was working at this
Hold up, wait. Cut. Wait a minute. Number one, I went to the real VSU. I need you to understand that. Shout out to Virginia State University. Okay.
Nah, we tied up town. We tied up town. Valdosta State University. We were tied up town. We got it. ESPN even said we tied up town. That's how
we protecting folks.
Y'all, hey, look, y'all hiding y'all that Trojan horse, right? We was out there. I was working at this cafeteria though. Like I was really working at this cafeteria and everything like that. And my teammates used to mess with me all the time though. They used to come in there and sing the Khalees song, that milkshake song, because I was always on milkshake duty. So, so we ain't even gonna get into that, right? So I come home. It's a long night. It's about midnight and everything. They like shutting down, cleaning up. And of course, what I got in my hand, I got the damn milkshakes. So everybody,
hold up. I ain't even got no straw.
So we just, my roommates in there and teammates, they just chilling as I'm walking in, and they were watching wrestling. And everybody got these crazy names. So we got everybody in there talking about I'm the prince. They the prince, the czar, the king, the pharaoh. Like they just talking all night. I walk in, I don't know what I want in. They just look. They were like who? They was like, oh no, he would be almighty though, because it wouldn't. It was just like anything. It was like practically I ran the campus. Like you wouldn't catch somebody like going against what I had going on. Me and my roommates, we really pretty much had it on lock. We threw parties. We threw parties. We threw the largest party. And when you actually look in, like, if people said they were going to our street called Boone Drive, and like you say, I'm going to Boone Drive, people automatically thought you were going to my house to party. And like for me, I'm on the campus. Like I'm not the best looking dude, but I ain't no ugly dude. So they see somebody. Mm-hmm. There's a girl that talks to me and she's asking for directions, a new girl on campus and stuff like that. And I give her directions. Mm-hmm. Her friends actually saw me talking to her on campus, but they called her that night and couldn't find her. So like they found out where I stayed and they came to my house. I'm getting ready. I'm sleeping because we got like this boot camp at 5 a.m. And I'm sleeping. I hear my door knocking, and I'm like, they like, hey, such and such here. I don't even know who that is, man. Can you leave? They were like, oh, such and such is here. And I was like, nah, we saw you with her last. And I'm like, what is this? So everybody thought if you was
glad ain't nothing happened to her ass. I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be like, I'm sitting there like, so everybody thought, like if I talked to a female, it didn't matter. Like if a girl laughed, they just like, oh, he got her. Like that was off the top. And then my roommates come out the room and it's like, who is that? Who is that? Because they hear female voices. And I'm like, bro, like I'm tired, man. Next thing you know, a party just starts jumping off, and we got yeah, it was like crazy. Like it was always like that. Like if you going in there, oh, you going to Leggett House, and it's just like, man. And that had to make me work harder too, because I'm like, man, I'm always tired because it's always parties. But
I know that's right. You're tired too,
like,
but baby, I like to turn up.
People will be like, yo, like, y'all having a party this day? I'm like, nah, why? And they're like, oh, can we gonna throw a party? I'm like, all right, cool. But no, if somebody did that, you know, somebody asked me about, I said, yeah, we throwing the party. I was like, I'm gonna throw a party. I said, man, we already didn't, you know, paid for this and that and that. And I said, don't do it. Y'all gonna lose y'all money. They did it anyway, and I sent half the football team to the different clubs, and hey, go get them, round them up, come back to the house, and that's what happened. We just do it. Even if I said no, and you did it anyway, I just threw a party out of spite. Like that, I'm petty.
I'm trying to tell you, you my spirit brother, you my little brother, because that is my shit. Don't try me. And
that's where Almighty came from.
I keep telling the people, stop trying. Please stop trying to do what I do. You cannot do what I do. And my mom even be telling people, Lil was destined for this. Y'all don't understand. This child has been like this since she was like 1 or 2 years old, before she could even talk. She has always captivated people. Would y'all stop trying it?
Yeah, you
all gotta imitate everybody else. I'm me. My whole name is Lily Mae. I'm a whole act, a class act. So hello, somebody.
Yeah. So that's how they said Almighty. They was just like, yeah, you know, you are that guy and stuff. I was like, man, like I'm focused on something else. I'm like, man, I'm over here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna write this Spanish paragraph. And you over here, y'all over here talking about wrestling. And next thing you know, some of my boys, a lot of my boys, that's you know, they in Omega Psi Phi. Shout out to them.
Hey,
where those, you know,
you better hop, baby.
Those, you know, so those were my boys. So next thing you know, one of them was like, Almighty. They just kept saying it, and it just kept sticking. And then they kept doing it in 2008, my rookie year in NFL. And the next thing you know, some of my teammates started doing it. And then I came up with my label, Almighty All-Stars. And All-Stars, of course, you know, it's all around. Like, we don't want to be in one genre or anything like that, or limit ourselves. We want to have an all-around game. People don't even know I like country. I like, you know, I like a great symphony and everything. I was in chorus, so why wouldn't?
You know what? And that's the thing. Do you know I had this conversation with a guy before? I was like, look, you can't truly call yourself an artist if you don't listen to different things. Because for real, a lot of people get their creative, you know, process, and a lot of people get different things from different music. And I mean, like, think about rock and roll. Rock and roll predates all of this. And we know where rock and roll came from. Elvis did not come up with rock and roll.
I grew up on Bon Jovi. Me and my brother.
Hello, somebody. Okay, Bon Jovi. I had a T-shirt.
Nah, we had, look, when Bon Jovi came to Pittsburgh, my mom got us all this stuff. She had the shirt. My mom probably got some pictures that she waiting like to me step out of line. We had the glasses with the star glasses and everything.
Wait a minute.
We had our own guitars. Like, I always loved music. My first words was Wild Wild West from Kool Moe Dee. So.
I know that's right. Look, let me tell you, it's so crazy. And I'm looking at the picture right now on my wall. My 3rd grade picture. We could take a picture with a prop. And I got the whole, you remember the guitar keyboard that they used to have?
Yeah.
It was a guitar. I had a red one, and that's what I took my 3rd grade picture with, because me too. I'm a pianist.
I got Kiss. I got Bon Jovi on my phone. I got Toby Keith, country on my phone.
I bet you ain't got them vinyl. I bet you ain't got no vinyl albums though.
Who don't? Me and my mom arguing.
Hello, somebody.
Me and my mom arguing one holiday in front of my grandmother, like, when she died, I'm taking the. I was just like, yeah, no, it's not over there. She said, y'all know I'm still right here, right? I said,
Mo, that's crazy.
She said I should kick both of y'all out.
Look, guys, y'all know what?
Hey.
We're checking in, and y'all, for real, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I literally forgot we were broadcasting. Y'all, if y'all just checking in, it's consulting time, and this is the Friday Finesse. And right now, I'm kicking back with Mo Leggett, and I really forgot we were broadcasting. Like, we really vibing having this whole conversation, and I'm just reminded. I'm just reminded that people can't do this. You know, it's so crazy that you are the first artist / athlete / entrepreneur / mentor that has come on and truly been able to hold the platform. I think that this is one of the things that we gotta help our counterparts with. We have to help, fellow creatives learn how to do this. Because think about it, Mo, for real. How many people do you talk to that be like, man, listen to my music, you know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. That's all they know how to say.
I get it on the DMs and everything, but it like I try to, because I'm still trying to come up in the world and stuff like that as an artist. So I try, and it's hard because I still get messages and all that stuff from fans of me being an athlete too, fans of just me being a person, business wise, and the crazy thing is, like, for me, people look at me crazy because, like, if you ask me for a feature and I don't know you, then I charge X amount of dollars. I'm going to charge, like, and I'm just going to put it out there anyway. If I don't know you and you ask me for a feature, I'm going to charge you $1,000. Plain and simple. If you're a mutual, we have a mutual friend, I might knock it off a little bit. If I really, like, we really close and you ask me for a feature, then I'm more than likely I ain't going to do it because we've been through the trenches together.
Fair.
Like, that's all I mean. And they're like, oh man, I headline for an award show in Columbus. And I didn't even put out a song yet. So, and people like, oh, you don't have no music. I ain't have no music out until this one. But you still pay for one. You paying for my time. But I'm an artist, but I'm still an executive.
Hey, hallelujah!
I'm still an executive. And y'all, and people don't realize, like, it don't matter how much money you get. You can make more money than me. I don't like that. The amount of money you make compared to me, it means nothing to me.
That's it.
Guess what? Somebody signing your check. Somebody signing your check.
That's it.
Somebody control your payment. Nobody controls my payment but me.
That's it. You
want to come over here? I can control your payment too. Like, it don't matter. Like,
you know what? I'm done with you.
I'm just saying. Like, that's all. I'm saying.
Done with you.
We gonna be like that's, people talk crazy. No, Matt. Look, you want?
I'm with you because I'll be just like this. What you say?
500. Like if I put my energy into you, I believe in what you got going on, or I rock with you like that.
Facts.
If I don't know you or nothing like that, I don't know what you got going on. Look, we ain't got that. We haven't built that relationship. I'm gonna charge you $500. Plain and simple. That's just me. And I have more than one platform. As like, you ain't booking me.
That part. And the reality is, like, people only. People support. Oh yeah, and she said time is money. She sure did.
Time is money. Time is money. But where are you spending that time though?
Ooh, you know what? I'm sick of you. I'm sick of, we're not doing this.
That's a good topic. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like,
so what you saying is, what we got to do is, you gonna have to be on my once a month show, prime time, raw and uncut, so we can really dig in and really talk about this. Because you know what's crazy? So, as you can see at the bottom, scrolling across the screen, in January 2021, I'll be launching ID 104, home of the independently dope, and it's a radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things is, you know, you definitely have a lot that you need to tell the world. So I don't know.
Yeah, I got multiple businesses and stuff like that. I'm getting ready to launch December 13th.
Okay.
A networking event, not just in entertainment. We're talking about all facets of the world and your everyday needs. So
okay.
I have friends that have cleaning services that teach dance class. I have somebody inquire to me, like being a vendor, and they want to teach exotic dancers, you know, teach an exotic dancing class the right way, because she was a dance instructor and stuff like that. So I'm sitting there like that, you know, and we're in like the beginning phases and everything like that, but we have a DJ.
Keep us posted. Look, you know,
that DJ flyer should be out next week.
Keep us posted, because we'll definitely be in there. We'll definitely be in there.
If you're actually listening right now and you're interested in being a vendor, we can talk about the numbers and different packages, because that's already built in already. We're just waiting on the flyer, the initial flyer. And one of the packages, you'll have your own flyer, you'll have your own mic time during the event. The DJ will actually give you 30-second cut of your business, and you'll get an interview with CEP TV Network, and they're on Roku, Apple TV, and so we're moving. Like, that's what we're doing.
Make sure you get me. Make sure as soon as the flyer drop, make sure you give me all that information, and I'm gonna make sure I put it on in the calendar. I tell people all the time, it seems like I stay in the air more now than I do at home, but we'll definitely try to be in the house with you and support you guys in that effort. Absolutely. Wow. That's all I can say. And I think he just froze. But guys, if you just checking in, it's your girl Lily Mae, and this is the Friday Finesse, and I was rocking it out with Mo Leggett, and I think he got stuck. But you can find him on Instagram, and if I'm not mistaken, on Instagram, let me look so I can tell you exactly what his name is on IG. On IG, he is Almighty31. So go on over to Instagram, follow him now. And once again, it was great rocking with you guys. You see, we had an awesome time, and I hope you will continue to rock with me on the Friday Finesse. Remember, it's consulting time on Tuesdays, Wild Out Wednesdays, Tropical Thursdays, and the Friday Finesse. Now, I will be back tomorrow at 12 noon on Primetime with Sanaj, which you know you haven't seen that in a while, but baby, it's been busy and time is money. So have a good evening, ladies and gentlemen.